Okay, sorry about that, guys. My microphone was acting up. Wasn't your old age. Alright, my apologies. I'm not sure where I got cut off, guys. Hopefully it's back now for you guys. I'm going to keep this up. So that way if it happens to cut out again, I'll be back. Alright, all good, good. Sorry about that. Like I said, my microphone cord got yanked. And didn't realize it, you know. It's one of those things that was halfway in, halfway out. But like I said, if you want to follow along, do exclamation point class mod. If you don't want to mod, do exclamation point mods, and it's already converted from 15 to 17 for you. Air free, and enjoy. So, 8 o'clock here in East. I'm hoping to... yeah, no, sorry, Lamillo. My bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this in hopefully in an hour. We're going to try our best, and that way, after I am done, Dajin will be up with his map making for PV17. Can't wait to see what he has planned for us tonight. Alright, so if everybody's ready to go, I'm going to get started here. Again, any questions along the way, guys, feel free to ask away. I will try my best to answer it. Again, the game is less than a month old, and you know there's still a lot to learn. So what I'm going to do... Hey, KW, how's it going, bud? I'm going to open my trusty Giants editor. And again, I'm still using 7.03. They have 7.04 out there. David smoked the rest of his grass, yeah. So what we're doing is we're going to convert that bale trailer tonight. So first thing I'm going to do is hit open mod. This is the mod you'll find in your class pack when you do exclamation point class mod. It is the 15 version. So in this instance, we can, for some reason, my Google Cloud wants to open up. So what we'll do is click on this file, create the working directory as you guys saw last night. Whenever clicking on a zip file, it'll ask us to create the folder itself, and then what it'll do, it'll find it if it's on the cloud service, and it'll upgrade the files automatically. So we'll say yes, we'll go with that. Here's our working directory. So this is underscore converted at the end. And now it's going to convert it for us. And as we know, as we've seen last night, even with a simple little wait, it's not complete. It's never done. So what we're going to do is we'll close this out and see what it gave us here. Store item is the Ursus T127 Plus, which is fine. We'll hit OK there. And there it is. Okay, so it looks good. As you guys see, and I'm sure as some of you saw, we have invalid convex cooking data. All the way through a couple items here. The Ursus, the back collision, the support collision, the collision part. Don't worry, don't be scared. This is what happens when you first convert. Usually hitting the trusty save button up here. And even though we did there, it's going to ask, usually it asks us to do it once again, but it didn't for some reason. So now that that's out of the way, we're going to open this back up. Oops, I will just double click here. We're done doing it that way. And here's our two folders. Again, this folder is the original FS15 mod. We are going to get rid of that for now. Here is our plus converted. This is the folder that our Giants Cloud Converter did for us. Here's all the files that it converted. So what we'll do is we'll just open this up, 7.03. Hey, firm to free your mirror. How's it going? And as we said, besides the update available, the errors are gone that we saw previously. So no worries, guys. You're good to go. You should be safe. Nothing to worry about here. So that's step one. We have it converted. And as I said last night, some of the objects are dynamically loaded, so you won't see them right away. So what we'll do with our first step, like we did last night, you don't have to repeat ourselves, but this is where we start. We're going to start with a mod description. Now, what I'm going to do is something similar to what I did last night. This is... Oops, let me back out. I did one already as well. So what I'm going to do is I will open if I find it, here it is. Since I already did one, I'm going to show you guys what I did and we'll compare notes. Okay, so here's the one at the desktop. We're going to move to other view just so we can compare notes. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Doing good, man. Friday night, 8 o'clock, can't go wrong. Converting a little bale trailer here. So first thing we notice is we went to, whoops, I went to the wrong one here. Let me move this, that's fine. I'll work with this one over here. And Let me see. Maybe I'll move the other view. There we go. All right. So what I want to do is I'll move this one to the other view. Beautiful. So again, the author, I just added in, converted by me. No big deal. I left the original author there. He did all the work. Great job. Love using the mod. We'll leave it there. As we scroll down, we notice the title. The description is fine. The icon file name. Now again, it uses the store._Ursus T127 Plus. Okay. What we need it to be is, again, icon. So what we'll do is we'll go out here one level. We'll go to our converted folder that the Cloud Converter made for us. And what I normally do is just take this file that says store, hit copy. We'll paste it in here. It makes us a copy. We're going to rename this to icon_Ursus T127 Plus. And there's that. So we're good there. We'll go back in the Giant Center. Yes, we'll keep it in there. And we'll just rename this to icon. And there we go. Our modifications to get this mod to work in FS17. The mod description file is now complete. So we are good there. This is a file I did earlier to keep for notes, so I can show you what I changed. Here's our new one. We are good to go. And again, just be careful with cap sensitives. It is very cap sensitive, so if we use a capital U, it won't pick up on the icon, and it'll be a blank. So just be aware of the caps, uppercase and lowercase, of the item that you converted. So we'll save that, and we'll close this out. Next thing we'll move on to is the Ursus T127. All right, let's see how good the Cloud Converter did. It didn't do too bad, but we're going to compare some notes here again, guys, just to show you. And let me find my other file, so I'll leave that one there. We will go to, here it is, and I'm going to pull up this one just to compare notes, so I can show you guys what we got going on here. Okay, so this is the one I did. We'll move to a new view. Howdy, S7. Hope everything's going good. Alright, so what we got is, notice the wheels. Now, as I mentioned before, is these items from FS15 were dynamically loaded with an i3D file. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to move this one over to my other screen just for now, just so I can point some things out to you guys. I will move it back. So what we got, as I said, is dynamically loaded parts. These were referenced to FS15. These obviously will no longer work. So what Giant's Cloud Converter said, okay, well we'll find some wheels for you, and this is what we used to substitute. And they did a pretty good job with it. Pretty much the same tire that we had down below. They're using the XML file. So we should be in good shape. There was an instance where it would not have selected that one. I had an instance where it selected actually another tire for some odd reason, so it's no big deal. But in this case, it did. It did good. So we're happy with. Hey, Andy GTX, how's it going? So we're happy with what they chose. They chose the same size tire. And like I said before, in FS17, they're now calling from an XML file, where in 15 they called from an i3D file. So no big deal there. That looks good. And if we go up a little bit higher, just to make sure, we have, let's see, make sure that this is J Johnson 29. Thanks for the follow. So let's go from the top down, see how we did. So bale loader, I'm happy with that. I'll pull this one back in the screen here, guys. And I'll see if I could split it again one more time. So that way you can see what's going on, how we're comparing notes. Move to new other view. There we go. So what we got is a bale loader. Looks good. The store name. Now notice, like I said last night, there's some reconfiguration what they do. And where they normally add in the store data is down below when you use the Cloud Converter. It's not a problem most of the time, but just me being a little crazy and I want to follow what Giants did for 17. is I'm going to add it right up to the top here. So I'm going to go up and just follow suit and put my stored data up here. This is the way I like it. I can follow along. So now we have our stored data category up the top. And what we're going to do is just go down and compare and make sure things are kosher and copacetic. So, oops, let me get it out. Ursus 127 Plus, great. Good deal. The function is not correct. So that's the thing that, like I said, is critical to compare notes. What I grabbed this from was the original in-game stacker. And what I can do also, guys, is I'll show you what else I brought up. We can open it from your actual program x86, and just be careful, do not make any changes in here, otherwise you'll not be multiplayer compatible. So just be careful when you do this. I just use these as references, guys, and it doesn't do any harm. So like I said, here's the original from the in-game T127. As I mentioned before, I call it the Ursus T127 Plus, no biggie. The function, as I mentioned prior, is incorrect. So what we need to do is copy this function. So it's telling it to act as a bale stacker. So what I'm going to do is copy this out and copy over. And again, it's German, so it's out of my realm. It's something that did not convert over properly with Cloud Converter, which it happens. The Cloud Converter is not foolproof. It's not going to be 100%, and that's the scary part, is just be careful with some mods out there that with a Cloud Converter it can really produce a bad thing. So just be careful, and that's why I'm taking the time to show you guys, and hopefully it'll help you convert something along the ways. And if not, like I said, hopefully you just enjoy what I converted for you. So here we go. So we're moving along with a bale stacker. And then we have the specs section. Now, there was no specs according to the in-game T127, which is fine. No big deal. Spec section not required. I'll leave it there. If they put it in as factory, it's fine. It's not going to hurt anything to have it there or not have it there, so no biggie. The next item that we need in is the image, they call it, which is no problem. So in this case, they're referencing the data store and store underscore Ursus T127. Obviously, that's not going to be ours. Ours is just going to be, let me pull up my folder of the converted, and we'll see that we have the store underscore Ursus 127 Plus DDS. They label it as PNG. I haven't found an issue with it yet, but if something does come up along the ways, I will definitely revise this. But as of now, it is good to go. So I will leave that be. I'm happy with that. The price, it's fine. If you want to change it. That's your deal, your discretion. So next item is daily upkeep. Now this is as well as daily upkeep, same as 15. It tells you how much it costs per day to have this item. 25 is fine. It seems a little light in my opinion. So what I'll do is I'll just add a 1 to that, because it's just to keep in line with what they have in game. Lifetime 600. I'm leaving it the same. I think they should wear about the same in my opinion. Everybody's different. Another key item when it comes to the brand, as I mentioned last night, guys, the brand needs to be all caps. If it is not all caps, by default it'll take on the Lizard brand. So not a big deal, but if you want the Ursus baler to appear as under the Ursus brand, make sure you're all caps, and it'll be good to go. The next thing is category baling, and I agree with that. That's the same as our Ursus in-game. Next item up is a type description, which it is a bale loader. So I totally agree with that. So 110 type description, bale loader, absolutely. File name obviously is going to be different. We're referencing this one here, which is our i3D file found right here that we just got done converting with a Cloud Converter, as opposed to theirs is referencing the in-game file location. Like I said, we don't want to mess up this file, so make sure you definitely do not save this. If anything, copy it out, make a copy somewhere else, and you're usually good to go. Next item up is the size. Obviously, going to be a different size because it's going to be a larger baler. After that is our wheels. So we have the wheel representation. Notice on theirs they have a configuration value default, which is no big deal. This is in case you want to have, when you select it in the store, you can have different size tires. You can have for example, the off-road tires. You can have the street tires. We really don't need to switch these out. I'm going to leave it as is because I think the tires they selected is good to go. Next section was, like we talked about, the dynamically loaded parts, and they already basically scored out the lines for me, so that way they don't load in, because that's referencing 15 items. So me personally, I would delete this, but I'll leave it in for now. It should be fine. It shouldn't interfere with anything. Brake force is fine. We'll leave that be. What I want to do is just try to match up how they have it, guys. I'm going to try to put a space in here where needed. There we go. Okay, so brake force is fine. Now, we're going to come down where you got to watch, again, with the cloud converter, just to be on the safe side, is the fill units. Okay, let me just make sure that we're over here. Coming down. Now, they have another value in here, which is the maximal air consumption per full stop. So we can adjust that as well. We can, and honestly, not 100% sure what they're in reference to here, but what I'm going to do, just to make sure we have that and it matches, is I'm going to add it in right over in our line. It doesn't require any index values. It's just requiring, it's calling basically the bale loader trailer. I believe it has to do with stopping, if my understanding is correct. So what we're going to do is just make sure it's over there as well, so it matches up. Okay. Now, they have the fill units up pretty high, okay? I think, me personally, I want to match what they got again over here. It's just me being peculiar. Donna577, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. No problem. You didn't follow. Yes, I get it. No worries at all. Thanks for following today. So what I'm going to do, guys, is just make sure, again, you don't have to do this. I'm emphasizing it. But me personally, being, when you come to troubleshooting, it's a lot easier if everything matches up from this screen to what you're compared to in-game, what's already supplied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click, cut this out. So as you now notice, there we go. I'm looking for where this is inputted, which is down below the input attacher. Shouldn't be a problem. And again, they're a little bit more out of order down here because their input attacher is way down here. Which is not a biggie. So what I'll do is I'll throw it down here as well, just to make sure. Okay, our fill units is now way down there, just to match what they got for now. Okay, we're going to reorganize this and do the best we can. Now, as far as the lights go, we'll get to these. These are a little trickier. You got to keep an eye on it. They now added in decoration lights and actual lights as well. So what we'll do is, as you guys see over here, the low is this light decoration, which they have. Now, a key item they have is, notice they have light types 0 and 3. Ours, it says 0. So it won't work. So what we need to do is make sure we match up to what they have in-game. Because our trailer is going to be the same as the one in-game. The difference is we're going to hold 4 more bales. It's a little bit longer. But as far as the lights type goes, they're going to be the same. I'm hoping somewhere along the lines that might already be out there that Giants tells us the different types of lights they might have already. But, until they do, then, I'm going to have to wait till they come along. The high beam, they have a light. Notice they have the high light. They have a decoration and light types 0 and 3 over here. Unfortunately, we're going to need more. They have a real light. So, we're definitely going to have to do a little more work. Johnny, thanks for the host, buddy. So, we're gonna concentrate there. We're going to visit this for sure. So what I'll do is, let's take a look. Let's see what they got going on. So what I'm going to do is close this down for now. I'm going to load up Giants Editor. And let's see what they have for the lights. Again, we can open ours. Yes, I know you have a new version out. Congratulations. We're going to go into this trailer in here. Vehicles. trailers. And again, make sure you do not modify anything. This is just for reference purposes only. Okay. So what we got, there is our trailer with our lights. It referenced roughly. It is. Let me just pull this. See if I can get these to go half screen here. That's nice of them. Let's go here. All right, that's pretty tight. So what I'll do, let me see. Yeah. It's referring to the light of 0 greater than 8. 0, 1 is our index. And there it is. It's referring to the backlight's high, which is great. So that is our actual light source. And here is the reference of the transform group of where it's located. So we need to add that over here in our trailer. So let's see what our trailer has. So next thing we'll do, a lot of opening and closing, guys, and comparing notes. That's the key to get it right. You know, I was kicking around the idea, do I want to do it right the first time, or do I want to, I'm sure I'm going to make some errors along the way. That's a given. Yes, you have a great updated version. So let me get back to here. And we'll go to class extra, or converted, and there we go. Okay. So we're going to look for the lights and see how they're referenced in this one. Let me scroll down through. Main platform, alright. And in ours, let's see where the light is located. The light is located again at 08. Alright, so we'll go to there. Alright, 7, 8. One more. There we go, so they're visible. Okay. So as you notice, we do not have any actual light source, which is not a big deal. We will fix that here shortly. So if I can, I will try to pull up both and compare. So this has lights and backlights. Alright. So what I'm going to do, the best thing to do is I'm going to copy this whole transform group out. And you'll see why here shortly. We'll do export selection with files. As you see, make sure you have this all selected because it's safe to grab all the lights for now. And then we can just get rid of what we don't need. So we're going to say export selection with files. This is fine. We'll just call this lights. Okay. Do you want to get the parent directory structure? Absolutely, that's fine. There we go. As you see down here, it failed to copy these. These are shared files. This is good. And I'll tell you why. Because this is our lights. This is the Corona orange, this is Corona red, this is Corona white, etc. As well as the hexagon 1 diffuse PNG. No problem. So we exported that out of the original model. Great news. This is our modified one. So what I want to do first is I'm going to skip around here a little bit. We're going to go back over here. As we said, there are going to be files that are missing. So if we edit this with Notepad++, I'll go back to make this full screen to now while we're fixing this lights.i3d. You'll see how it's calling all the shared items. That's calling from the in-game folders. We need this changed. And this is a good thing. And I'll tell you why. Because if we don't update these lights, you're going to get big, obnoxious, white, blocky things for your lights. It's going to look really ugly. And I can show you. What I can do is actually leave these default, but I'm not going to do that. I want to update them correctly. So, it's obviously telling me the emissive light shader is needed. Not a problem. We'll put that under shaders. So what I'm going to do is I'll open this up. Open, let me see here. Go back to programs, Farminng Simulator 2017. Great. Okay. Oops, wrong folder. We'll go here. Say 6. And again, it might not be the fastest way, guys, but we will get it correct. There's a lot of opening, closing, unfortunately. And I only have so much real estate on my screen. But I will try to keep it here. All right. Run out of the room, reorganize. All right. So first thing is we need the emissive light shaders. And what I try to do is I try to follow the format from this point forward on all these files. So what I'll do is go to basically go here, go new, create a new folder. We're going to call this shaders. Now, is it required to have a shaders folder? Not really. But it's good to try to keep the same structure as you have here. So guess what? We have shaders, and it's just called emissive light shader. So we're going to do this. So we have shaders, emissive light shaders. Now I'm going to reference this folder, which is great. The next one up is I'm going to do this, and I'll show you guys. I'll do the rest for now, and we'll copy the files over. So what we're looking for is in the folder, we're going to add it in here. Instead of looking for the parent directory, which doesn't exist in this case, we're going to make it a shared directory, which already exists, but we're going to update all these files here. And I'll show you how to do that. So in the shared, there's just the dirt normal, which is not a big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'll go down here. We have our shared folder. And what we need to grab is just take your time, copy one at a time. So we have Corona Orange. We have Corona Red. And then we need to grab Corona White. So we'll do those first because the hexagon is in another folder, which is under light pattern. So we'll copy these here. And there's our Corona files. These are the updated ones. Now remember, if you remember in 15 ones have a white background. These have a black background. So big difference. These will make them look much prettier. If you have the white ones, then you'll notice that they are ugly as sin. So next thing we'll do is you can just honestly copy this. So I'll do the proper way here. Just do copy, do paste. And then we only know, as it says here, hexagon 1 diffuse. That's the only one we need. So as far as these other ones go, get rid of them. We can get rid of them. That's just extra file storage that we don't need. Okay. So as we have here, we have shared, light pattern, hexagon 1 matches this. We're good. We're good. All right. So we have that updated, and that's the lights.i3d file. So if we try to open this now, let's see how we do. I don't have that open currently. Let's open it in Giants Editor. There they are. As we noticed before, all those errors that were down here about sharing files, we're good to go. All those errors in that file location, we are good to go. So that is awesome. That's what we want to see. So when we do import it into our trailer, it's going to be updated. We're going to be good to go. Sorry guys, just type in a DG here. Alright. So, alright, what we got here, just make sure this is the in-game one. So I'm going to get out of this. I'll minimize this for now. And I'm going to open my trailer up, which does not have the lights yet. Okay, so this is referencing all older items. As we notice, we'll get back to our lights i3d is great. We'll save that. Beautiful. We'll close that out. Again, back to our file. And like I said, just make sure your file path of which one you're working in, and you're good to go. So we're working down further. And what I normally will do, if I remember correctly, I will double check just to make sure that I'm telling you guys correctly. I'm going to double check what I did in my other one, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Yeah, see, I even did a reverse light, but what I'll do is I'll check what we did here. Okay, excellent, low, high, alright. So the real light they only used on that one, which is not a big deal. Okay, we'll go with it here. We'll make it happen. So what we can do is I'm going to update all the lights. There, make them all look pretty. So bring that over here. Come on over to here. And here we are. Okay. So what I'll do is I notice how far down I can go. I will import my lights. There they are, guys. What you want to make sure is when you import, make sure this is in the right transform group. It's critical that it falls underneath the main one. So what I'll do is I'll hit this. Now, unfortunately, I can't do it here. I'll hit edit, cut, go up here. Not sure if it works. I'm trying to remember offhand. I'll click on this one, hit edit, paste. And there we go. So this is actually under this transform group, which is what we want. And you notice they're a little bit high, which is not a big deal. This can all be adjusted, as you see. So what I'll do is I'll slide this in, slide this down, and we'll get them there. There they all are in glory. Beautiful. All right. Let's see what we got. Just a little bit of tinkering around, guys, just to get this 100%. Alright. It's not bad. I'll get it. I'm just eyeballing it for now, just so you get the idea. Beautiful. Alright. Good to go. So we have that down here underneath lights. Beautiful. Alright, next thing we need to do is just make sure all our indexes are updated. So what I'll do is I'll save this. Go back to our trusty indexes. Alright. We have our low light, which is right there. Okay, that's 08. Like Coronas, alright, Corona red, got it. Alright, so I put them in there for now. Let's see how it works. Hit save, we'll go back.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Mr. Flying Circus, thanks for the follow. Hopefully it's not too crazy for you guys yet. But as we're going along, so like I said, we'll pull this up. This is our file. We will go back to the data file. There we go. And we'll move it to the other view. And moving along. Alright, so we have this. I will leave this. I'll show you what happens if we don't have the real light in there, which is not a big deal. But we did all that work, so it'll definitely work out. The brake light, again, real light. So that's not a problem. We'll bring that in. Turn signals, again, real lights, and the decoration. So what we'll do is I'll show you how to update that. Here they are. Oh, it's so tough to do it on one screen, but I'll try my best to squeeze it in here, guys. So originally we had 08, and we had 4.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Mr. Hootie, Baba, thank you for the host. Mr. Hootie, thank you for the follow. So we have the light Coronas, and we have 08, and he is the brake lights 1. But there, like I said, there's some items we need to add in. It's just tough doing on a single screen here, so I'll do my best. And again, decoration, real light, okay. We'll do our best. We'll see how it comes out. If it doesn't come out good, I can always redo it quick. We'll go from there. Alright, so that's good. Speed, light decoration, real light, okay. So I'm going to try to do it all on one screen here. So I'm going down here. This is where I put my lights. These are my new lights, as you see. Now, what you could have also done as well, guys, up to you, your choice. You can either use and reference all the items down here, or you can just take these, for instance, the brake lights, and take the brake lights high, and bump it up into this transform group. However you feel comfortable is the key. So in this case, I can show you how to do that if you'd like. We'll just take this, because like I said, also reference this a lot. This will save you. This has all the new lights set up, so you're good to go there. So your choice. You can either bring this up here, or you can just re-index everything down in here. So your choice. I'll do it. Let's see this way. See what we got. So we have 085. Wait, the backlights. Okay. Now, what always gets me is the real light and the decoration. So we can reference it's 08, 0 greater than 8, 01. Next thing is the 0 greater than 8, 00. That is how it's referencing our highlight. So we'll do this. We're going to bring this exact line over to here. Let's So this is, again, this is the one that's in game. And we'll paste it here. There's our light. Real light, obviously these indexes will change. We're going to go find out what they are right now. We know in here, they are the 08 and 01. Okay, so I'll pull this down. So the 01 is our actual light. So see this here? It's actually our light source for our backlight's high. The decoration is just this one right here. So that is the main difference between the two. So we want to match up what we got there. So we know the real light is 01, the fake lights are 00. Go over here. We're going to open our new model. See what we got. So our fake lights in this case are 08500, and our actual light is 8501. So we'll just go here, do 8501. Then here is just 80 and 0. There we go. So that's our decoration,
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
and that's our real light. Vettel Runya, thank you for the follow. So here we go, 8501, 8500. There's one done, yay! This, again, this is the most tedious part, guys, so just take your time. And make sure your light types are set. Those are the states. So we got through that area, we got through the lights. We're going to get through the brake lights now. Again, down here it just says decoration. Well, we need the real light and decoration light. So let's do this one more time. You're going to see a pattern here, trust me. Alright, so this is the brake lights. Go back over to here, go to our index, pull this up, brake lights. And this one's a little bit different for some reason, so we'll check it out. This is our converted. So let's see how they reference it in their model. They have brake lights. So we go here, the back lights, brake lights. They have brake lights, Corona. Okay, so in this case they have 801, which is fine. It's this. That's interesting. So they're using this here, the 801, the real light for that, and the decoration are leaving down here. Cool. All right, we got it. It's actually this guy, the Coronas they're referencing. No problem. So we'll do the same for ours then. So we know, for right now, the real light is 8. And then we'll do 501. Because our real light source are the same. They're here and here. What's going to change is our decoration. So let's see what we got here. Scroll back down, go to ours. And it should be 8520. 8520. There's that one. Brake lights are done. Once you get a pattern started, you get it going, you're in good shape. And again, as you guys see, we're going to go down here to turn signals. We're going to go left and right, and they have the real light and the decoration light. So let's get these done. Okay, now this time they're referencing another index, so let's go back over to here. And this time the turn signals they're referencing are here. So they have 8101, which is 81 8101, which is right there. So they have the turn light left back, and I'm sure they have the turn light right back. So they are good to go. They have both of those up and running. So we're going to do that to ours as well. Now we need to check this out. That's theirs. Let's pull up ours. Turn lights. There we go. And again, if you're ever unsure, just double check yourself. Take your time. Like I said. Oops, I clicked on that a little too fast. Alright. So we have 85101. Seems a pattern here of adding a 5. 85101. And we'll double check our decoration here, which is 85100. Again, adding a 5. Now, oops, let's do this. There we go. If I want to keep, not that I want to guess, or if I'm in a hurry, you could just go in here and add in 5s, but I want to double check along the way. So right is up next. 85111, again, just adding in a 5. There we go. And the same goes for over here. There we go. Got the real lights done. That wasn't too bad, right? Just kidding, guys. It gets, take your time. This is the tedious stuff, but you're gonna get rewarded in the end. Trust me. All right, we're gonna get rid of this reverse light section. Add in this one from overnight. And again, we have a real light and a decoration light. So let's go back. And here we go. These are the reverse lights. Minimize this, this, and this. Reverse lights. Again, I'm guessing we're going to add a 5 in here, guys. So we have the 8530 for the decoration. So we'll add a 5 in here. And the 8531. So we'll go 8531, 8530. There, now we got our reverse lights. Now we're good to go. That's a lot of work, so let's save that. That was a doozy. Again, the old lights are in there. No harm, no foul. We can leave them in there. It's not going to hurt anything currently. Hit save. And it failed to open a shader's emissive light shader. Not a problem. Alright. So we'll make sure that's in our shaders emissive light shader folder. No problem at all. So let's close this out. We're going to open our i3D and see what the issue is here. Here we go. So we will open this up. Edit. And shaders, emissive light shader. So it's under shaders, and we'll double check that. Here we go. And the shaders folder is not there. Yeah, right? Yep, shaders folder. Okay, might not have copied that. No problem. So let's go here. Find our folder. T127. There's 227. We'll go back to the C drive. x86, 17, data, shared. There we go. That's why all these files. Emissive light shader. Let's get you. Probably best you. I'm probably in the wrong folder here. Shaders, not shared. Alright. So emissive light shader. There we go. Hit copy. Then what we'll do over here is we'll create a folder. Shaders. Beautiful. Do this.
Welcome,
Paste.
Fantasy Island.
There we go. Good to go. Now it should not have a problem at all. 22 Judge 18, thank you for the follow. So let's give it a whirl and let's start her up one more time. See how she works out. Again, that's the one from Giants. We're going to do open. There's our converted file. See how we do. Alright. That's the extras. Woo, it's missing a lot of files now. Alright. Not a problem. Let's go back here, see what the issue is. Constantly going back and forth. Oh, that looks good to me. Looks good to me. Alright. Good. Let's check this out. Why aren't you happy? Might have opened the one that was probably zipped. So let's go back to desktop. Glass extra. Here. There we go. Still saying it's missing. Shaders, emissive light shaders. Alright. What is your major malfunction? Might just be missing the emissive light shader out of that main directory. So let's add it in there. It's my fault for not putting it in the right location. Or I didn't add it in at all. Huh. There we go. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's try it again. I didn't add it in. That was my bad. Hey, 22 Judge, how you doing, buddy? Just getting through a baler here. And there we go. That's history. That error is now gone, which is good. Yes, I know you have a great update available. That's awesome. Okay, there. See, that wasn't too bad, right, guys? Always do a couple shots in between converting. Trust me. We will close that out. Get back to where we were. I think we made it through the light section. That's always fun. So, again, here's our original from the in-game bale trailer. And let me scroll down to find my input attacher. I want to match up. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the same structure that those guys got. So what I'll do, I'm just going to do this. Do cut. And of course, that's why it's moved. Alright, I see what I did. And undo one more. There we go. See what they did. Alright, so we gotta grab this because this input attacher is underneath the fill units. Not a problem. We'll do this. Do cut. And we'll scroll up underneath our lots. There we go. Beautiful. Paste her in. Excellent. Okay. Input attacher join. Let's see what we got. So it's saying 2 here. I don't trust that. Don't trust that at all. Let's open her back up. Let's see what our attacher join is. 0 less than 2. Again, gotta watch that cloud converter. It missed the 0 greater than. That would have been a world of hurt. So what we need to do is make sure this is 0 greater than 2. Trailer low is fine. Scrolling along. Again, this is where our cloud converter, be very careful. It's saying our fill units, which is fine, but the fill type categories, this all is wrong. What we need to make sure it says is this, which is the 110 unit bale. Capacity is going to change from 8 to 12, and the fill type is going to be round bale. This is all wrong. This will not work at all. Trust me, I found out. You got to watch because I only do a fill type categories instead of fill type, so it's a whole new ball game in 17 when it comes to this items. So for the fill units, so what I'll do is I'll paste over this. There we go. We now have this updated. I am happy. Again, I try to keep one across from the other, and that way we can keep track of it. Next thing I need to look for is, does it have any of these 2 items, which is allow fill? It sure does. So what I'm going to do is just move this along. Is cut. I'm going to scroll up underneath my input attacher and my fill units. Scroll down. And there we go. So we got the same items now. We have this, that match up. They're both false, which is great. Next thing, hey, we're moving along to the moving tools. All right. So the moving tools, it shouldn't have changed at all, but we will this verify. Some of them are very similar. As you guys can tell, they did use the 15 model, the Ursus round baler. So there are definitely a lot of items that will be the same. 03, 04, great. Okay. They have the moving tool. Okay, moving tool, dependent part, excellent. Next item was this one. So they're doing a really good job of labeling and moving along. Moving parts, we're not going to look at any of this unless there's trouble, but it should remain the same. None of this should change. Not too many of these items change from 17 to 15 as far as the labeling, the moving part, reference point, reference frame. Should be all the same, except for they did add this little entity in, which is play sound. So we're going to add that over to ours. What I'll do is I'll just grab it from here, go to here. Okay, copy. So when we go to the main platform hydraulics, they have a reference frame. We'll paste this in. We have an extra, add an extra. There we go. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do the same for the bale grab arm cylinder. They have a play sound true. We'll do the same thing down here. All right. Reference. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. There we go. Play sound true. So we're matching up. Let's scroll down, get these things lined up a little bit better. Okay, 07, moving parts. Translation part 070. Great. Moving parts. Animations. Now, I don't... Just being nitpicky here, guys. Don't worry. I'm doing the animations next. And we're going to follow these through to make sure they are similar. They might not be identical. This is where things can change with animations. Remember, this is a bigger version of the baler. We'll keep an eye on it. We don't want to change too much right now, because it will do some. It could possibly do some damage as far as the mod not working and causing more headaches. So this looks good. Copacetic, I'm happy with this. The wording, the part node, start time, duration, start rotation, end rotation. Good. The bale work, we're gonna compare these two. 0.5, start time, duration, start rotation. Great. And just keep going down because they will vary, and we're going to see it right now. The bale grabber drop bale 0. Here's the part node, which looks the same. Start time, duration. Now it has in here a start transition, but it says I3D value, so that's not good. So we're going to see what we have over here. They have an end transition, and they have an end rotation. They don't have a start transition up in this line, so we're going to get rid of this because this is where things start to vary. So let me get rid of this, get rid of the start rotation. We got the end transition, and again, the amount might vary a little bit, and we have the end rotation, which are the same, so this is now good. We are good there in that line. Next line down, let's go to this one. 0.5, start timer, we have a duration, we have a start transition, an end transition, and then we have a start rotation and end rotation. Good. So that one's good as well. Next one is the bale grabber drop 1. We have 0.5 start time, duration. Again, here's the issue. When it asks for an I3D value, it's either needs a new value or it's no longer good. So in this case, what we're going to do is get rid of, and again, just be very, very careful. Let me get back over here because I forgot which line I was on here. This one right here. Here we go. Bale grab drop 1. Excellent. Normally I'm doing this on 2 screens. So we have the start time is 0, duration, the end transition. We don't have a start transition on this one. We don't have a start rotation on this one. We have an end transition on this one, 397. All right, again, the values might change just a little bit, but in this case, they actually do match. Next one is a move bale place. Okay. So part, start time, duration, end transition. Good. They all match up. Move bale places to empty. This looks all good. Start time, duration, end transition. Excellent. I want to say this again, just so we did a little bit of work there, guys. That's all. Don't want to lose any of that. Next one down is the animation rotation platform. All right, that's all scored out, which is fine. It matches. Animation names is the move bale places extras once. So let's verify what we got here. We have the part node start time, end time. The difference, a little bit of difference. Okay, all right, we're gonna let that go for now. Just make sure. Start transition and the end transition. Start transition, end transition. Okay, so that's fine. We'll let that be for now. This might be a little bit different because of the size of the item. Again, 0.3, start time, end time, start transition, end transition. Excellent. That's all we got. Good. Next thing we need to make sure is our animation names. Okay, they kind of bunched them up here on us, so we're going to space them out a little bit so they help show some separation. Okay, whoops, that's my bad. There we go. Space these out, space them out, space them out. There we go. Okay, so we have the rotate platform empty, move bale pusher to empty, empty hide pusher 1. Release front platform, close grippers, and the empty rotate. So we will scroll down to the empty rotate section now. That's where we're up to. Everything else look copacetic. So this is the animation name, empty rotate. Again, part node matches start time 0, duration 9, and rotation -90. Excellent. Animation name is move support. Now I think this one changes if my memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong. Start, duration, start transition, end transition. So we just go over here. Start time, duration, start transition, end transition. We are good. Next one down is the part node. Start time, duration, start rotation, end rotation. You guys seen the pattern forming here. It's not a lullaby to hopefully put you to sleep. So, but we'll keep going here, guys. If anybody has any questions up to this point, let me know. We're almost through the XML, and trust me, these are the hardest parts. Besides, the light section is brutal. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not cut and dry. Giants, the cloud converter, as they mentioned in their videos, so they did cover themselves. They said it's not 100%, and the lights definitely need to be redone again. So we have the bale grabber, we're good. The bale loader, we're good as well. The bale places. Now this is where it's going to vary, and I'm going to tell you why. Is this one is basically placing our bales. So you have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is in groups of basically 2. So it's telling you where to place the bales. This one, since we're on a 12, should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So notice that this basically references to the pairs, quote-unquote pairs, of bales. So this one is definitely less. You know, this one only has 8. This one has 12. So that's why we're seeing a difference here. And it's fine. It's okay. If we had a bigger trailer, you could just keep adding on, and it'll add another pair. Next item up, as we scroll down, is the bale types. This tells us the minimum bale diameter, the max bale diameter, width, and the min bale width and the max bale width. So this is what we got. These are our values, and they do match up to what we have over here, which is great. Next item up is our support animation name, which is move support. Okay. Next item will be the bale grab sound file, which is here. And it does match. The pitch offset, the volume 1, and the indoor volume factor. Now that's a new one, so we can add these in as well. We can add in the indoor volume factor. Do you really need to add it? Not really, but hey, you know what? It's in the in-game one, so they felt as though it was important, so we're going to add it in. And there is that. So that is our indoor volume factors. And we're almost through here, guys. Bear with me, bear with me. It's going to get better. Well, I mean, not get better, but... Alright, next thing is up. There's that. This is washable duration. Okay. We have the support animation move support. This is a little bit out of whack. I'm going to show you why. They added a new item in here, as you guys can see. It's called the bale grab particle system. I can show you. I'll put it in, but if you don't have this in there, you're going to have errors coming out the wazoo, obviously, just like if you don't have anything in there. So what we'll do is we're going to grab this whole line. We're going to copy. And they did bunch these up a little bit tight for us. So what we'll do is I'm going to do this just to follow suit. And there's that. And this is referring to the in-game files. This is fine. Whenever it says $data, we're good. It'll reference the in-game stuff just to make sure your paths match exactly. And that's why it's always safe to copy and paste. And I'll bump this guy back out. There we go. It's all lined up, nice and tidy.
Dave entered channel.
Howdy, Dave.
Just wanted to let you know, take your time. My show will start when you're done.
Sounds good, man. I'm almost there. This is the toughest part. The lights, the XML file is brutal, but we're down the home stretch. We'll get there.
Alrighty.
Thanks. Alright, next up is our washable duration. So that's make it washable. We'll leave that be. That is fine. Next item we need to add in, you guys will notice we have a tip occultation area. We need to make sure to add these in as well. So what we're going to do is make sure to copy these over as well. And we'll put them right after the washable. And just me being nitpicky again. There we go. And now we need to update these and we need to add these in. These are called the tip occultation areas. This is basically, I think, for alt tipping, or dump anywhere as they refer to it. So what I'm going to do is this is ours. And what we'll do is we'll reference their in-game one as well. So let me open up another instance of Giants Editor. Hopefully you guys are still alive out there on a Friday night. I mean, To hopefully not bore you too hard. Yes, I know I have a lovely update. So let's see here. The program, there it is. Excellent. And here's theirs, which is great. It's right under this group here. So what we're going to do is we're going to export this, which I believe I already did. But if you haven't, then do this. Do export selection with files. Oops. Do file, export selection with file. There we go. We're just going to call this tip occlusion areas. There we go. Do a save. Yes, we'll keep the structure. And basically we'll see roughly whereabouts it's located here. Alright. So that should be good shape. It's basically the center of the bale trailer. So we'll scroll back out. Come back over to mine. Alright. And that was right there. If my memory serves it correctly, let me pull this back up. There we go. Just trying to get it, make sure it's in the same location, guys, that's all. Alright, so they have theirs under visible. Okay, we can move it around. See how they added it up here and they had the visible, so it's not a problem. It's not critical for this item to be in every particular order to match up exactly what we're going to do. Do file, we're going to do import. There it is. Okay, we do. Let's copy out of here, put up to here, and paste it in. There we go. And that's pretty darn close to where they had theirs. That's good. Okay. Now, let me save that. And here's our new indexes. We're 12. So all we got to do is come down here, and instead of being 10, we're going to change this to 12. Okay. There's all those. Wonderful. Okay, we're almost down to home stretch, fellas. Components counts 1, center of mass, we're not going to change any of that. Schema overlay is updated. It's data S2 now in FS17. And the file selected. Warpath 716, thank you for the follow.
Welcome to Fantasy
So
Island.
guys, I think we're down to home stretch. I think we got her. I tried to speed her up a little bit here, so it's not to bore you too much. Okay, we're going to close this out. That's already saved, so that's good. Let me minimize this. This is our trailer. We'll save this. Everything should be in there. I'm going to open it up one more time just to make sure we don't have any errors. We don't have any errors. That's great. Okay, one more thing I want to show you guys. Like I mentioned before, just in case they reference. I don't believe we got rid of that. We got rid of that before. Let me just double check what I'm looking for. Over here. Yeah. See how it references another area? What I want to make sure is just make sure these are updated as well. Even though we updated ours, you can do one of two things. I'm going to update these here. If you want to make a quick shortcut, you could have just updated these and the emissive light shader, and you would have been good to go. But I'm going to show you how to. I'll show you the difference. So if I open the car Corona diffuse, see how it's like this? It almost has like a transparent background. But what I want to do is copy these out just to make sure in case any extra bits are still referencing, or which they currently are. We could have probably possibly as well updated the path. But what I'm going to do here is I know these are. I'll show you here. See how they have a black background? So that's how you know those are the more recent ones. So what I want to do is just take the orange, do a rename, copy, and just verify that. All right. And then we'll get rid of the orange, rename, Corona orange. Okay, this one here we know is a cedar red. That's the correct one. So we just do a rename here. Control C. Delete the red. Do a rename. There we go. Okay. What are you chirping about here? Alright, there we go. And last but not least, we need to do the white as well. So there's our white one. We'll take this. Oh, rename. There we go. For this. And last but not least, there's our white. So if you just want to do a shortcut, you could update those files as well as the emitter light shader. And it'll be good to go. So there's that. Let's go back. Looks good to go. Let's see how we did. We should be good. We might be missing... Oh, you know what? There is one other item in here that bothered me in the 15 version. It was... Yes, I know. A great new version of Giants Editor is out. Alright, there's a handle back here, and it bothers me. Let me grab it. See this back here? It always made it through somehow. So I want to move that back out where it needs to be. There we go. Let's get it close. There, that's exactly pretty darn close where it needs to be. We'll save that up. See how we do. Now, there was something with this as well. What is this referring to? I believe it was the vehicle dirt shader. Vehicle shader dirt. Okay. So we need to update this as well, because if we don't update this, this is going to not appear in our game. And we'll show you how we need to update that as well. So we'll do this. We're going to do a file explorer. I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing me go back and forth between the file explorer, but it's essential. So we go to shaders. The vehicle shader, I believe. Let me just double check. Vehicle shader. Hit copy. Let's see here. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Paste it in here. Alright. We're just do. Let's check the path. Dirt name. Okay. See, we're going to need the dirt normal PNG file over here. It's not a problem at all. So we'll copy that as well. You know, it says there's one there. We're going to copy it anyway. Alright. Let's go back here one more time. Very, very repetitive stuff. Whoops, 125. Oh, I had it. Let's go here. Share. Shader. There we go. Oh, it was shared. I'm sorry. My apologies. It's dirt. Where are you? Dirt normal. Copy. Come back over here. And shared. And there's dirt. Yes, replace. There we go. Okay, guys. Down the home stretch, I promise you. Now what we need to do is let's zip it up and see how we did. Try to do it error-free, but let's see how we did. So fs underscore 17 fs 17 underscore Ursus T127 underscore plus. And apparently I don't work alright right now. So we go fs 17 underscore Ursus underscore T127 underscore plus. There we go. Okay, there's our file. A whopping 5 megabytes. Let's go to the test. Alright, no whammies, big bucks. Have that on test. Here we go. See how we did. Alright guys, I've got to flip on. I got a black farm sim screen here currently. There we go. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's go to a fresh new game. There we go. See how we did. Hopefully nothing too bad, but we will find out shortly. Alright, we're ready to rock and roll. No, we don't need a tutorial. Alright. Purchase. See how we did. There it is. Step 1. It's in the store. We gotta lease it. We don't have enough money. Alright. Step 2. We purchased it. There we go. Good. This is what I want to see. We got some errors. That's excellent. So what we're seeing is a can't load resource of the baler.wave, the hydraulic up, which is great. It's all referencing the old FS15. Not a problem. When we have one index out of range. Cool. Let's check it out. So we'll quit our game here and go back. And we will fix these errors. Alright, so we'll go back here to our folder. And we're going to check the errors by doing our log file. The log file tells all. Let's see what we got. Documents, alright, games, Farm Sim 17, log file. Oops, popped up on my other screen. Let me pull it over here. I'll show you how to fix these. Alright. Excellent, okay. Little call stack range, out of range. Alright, no problem, except for index. And the data, the sound files. Yeah, I gotcha. I like zipping them up because I got to work on the server all the time and test out mods on the server. So I'm just second nature to me to zip them up. So let's see what we got. It's telling me here, find some room on my desktop. Alright. So get rid of this, get rid of this. Excellent. Here is our plus converted. Let's pull this back up. So we're looking for this item right here. Let's find it. So hit copy. Go over here, do find. Do a paste and find. There it is. Yeah, remember, hey, we need to add a 5 in here. So, if my memory serves me correctly, let's double check it. And that is their trailer. So let's open up ours. It was class extra. Well, let's verify. Alright. Good, good, good. Yes, I know you have a great version out. Excuse me. It is visible. Lights. Pretty sure that's what we were saying. Oh, yes, I know. Squeeze you in here. There we go. So scroll down. 85. He's 8501. He should be 8500. Sure enough. 8500. That's fixed. The other thing we saw, guys, were sound reference files, which we will fix those right now. Yep, here they are. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's open up our one that was back here. Here it is. Let's go move you to the other view. And scroll down. And our timer. There we go. Data, vehicles, sound. Alright. So these appear as the same, but it was the hydraulic sounds that it couldn't load, which are, let's see here. Can't load resource, data, vehicles, trailers, baler wave. Alright. Yeah, see, that's, yep, that's, alright, we got her. There it is. Sure enough. Good old cloud converter. Don't trust her. There it is. That's the path we need, guys. Bale grab sound. And we need to paste it here. There's that. Next one. And here's that one. There we go. Now verify this. We have the pitch offset of 1. Volume is 1. Again, you can add these just to verify that these are 100% to 1.0. Volume is 1.0. Pitch, that's great. Down here, pitch offset. Let's change this to 1. Volume is 1.0. Indoor sound volume is a little less. Not a problem. Okay, and that should do it. Let's see how we did this time. Alright. Test 2. See how we do. Alright. I got so many folders. Paste. Alright, test 2. There's a period and a 3 on the highlights. Oh, gotcha. I will check that out. Let's go back and forth between the two screens here, because otherwise it seems to be laggy a little bit here. There we go. There, much better. Farm Sim just doesn't play nicely by two screens here. Alrighty, here we go. We don't need a tutorial. We need money so we can buy this instead of leasing it. So let's go down here. There it is. Lease. Bang. Alright. Oh, there's still some items in here. Alright. Well, let's see what we got. Invalid 4 vector. Okay. Color string. Alright. See what we got. That's no problem. We'll get that fixed up. Let me see if it actually appears over here. Alright. That looks promising. That doesn't look so bad. That looks good. Okay, well, it's got a couple little errors there, and I'm sure they're all related. Nice. Alright. One more test quick, and I know the errors I gotta fix, so that's no problem. Let me just do these. Oh, I gotta lease. Never understood this. I can lease bales. I think it's gonna cost me a fortune in the long run. Let's see here, operating on them. Oh, that looks good. Let's see if we have any. No. Alright, just those little invalid 4 vectors. 0.3. Ah, gotcha. Firm to firm here. Let me go back and take care of those. Otherwise, just loading up these bales. Yeah, it's just all it is doing after that is just loading up the bales. So let me go back and take care of that little error. Let's see what we got. Hey, Badzilla, how's it going, buddy? Let me just double check my XML files. And see what we got here. 0. Whoops. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we got going on. See what's kicking here. So it's 3, so that looks all good. I'm guessing it's got to do. Let's go back to our i3D file. Alright, that loaded up fine. Alright, yes, I know you have a great new version. For some reason here I got that error message. Alright, let's see here. It's got me curious. I wonder if it's this sucker. I never had this before in here. Let me try. I wonder if it's that. I don't believe so. Let me keep looking. I'll go back up to the top and compare notes. This is part of testing, unfortunately. Alright, so we have this. Oh. I know what you are. Oh, yes, that's why I do not like you. Found error. How about you? Initial travel. Yep. I don't know why. Okay. Here it is, guys. I found it. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. They added a color in here, which is totally mind-boggling considering you don't have a color over here. I don't know how I caught that, but I did. It's there. See how we go the XML file and then is left, which is true and false. So basically if it's left, if it's true, it's a left. If it's is left false, then it's a right. So guess what? If I remember correctly, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 errors. Let's see what we got. Not to drag this out any longer for you guys. No, I want to see what Dave's up to as well. I'm anxious. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are sets of errors. So the vector and the color string go together. Ironically, they're 0.3. And if my memory serves me correctly, 0.3. I'm baffled. This is the Giants Cloud thing that, be careful, it tripped me up. I didn't catch it. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. Get rid of the color. I have no idea why you would have been put there, but hey. Alright, there we go. Let's see what we got, guys. Last hurrah. Third time's a charm. Well, that's what they say anyway, but. Copy. Paste. Yes. Let's see how we did. If you guys are still awake out there, hopefully, we got her. There we go and see what Dajnet's up to. I'm looking forward to it. Start a new fresh game. Let me again switch back to screens. For some reason, when I switch screens here, my OBS decides to lag a little bit behind. I want to make sure you guys are seeing it real time and not getting anything skippy here. Now it's giving me a black screen, so just give me a sec. I'll go to my task manager here and hopefully get squared away. Gets a little hiccup once in a while in the giddy up. Let's see here. We're going easy. Gold crest. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I'm just as excited as you guys. Hopefully she is error free. If not, back to the drawing board. Cha-chang! Yay! High five, guys. There are no more errors. For some reason they decided to put colored tires in there. Well, let's go check out our new lease purchase. New lease, not a purchase. But there's our tires. Oh, spiffy tires, not colorable. I don't know why why they asked me to be colorable. And there's our little handle down here that rotates as well. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a bugger. Like I said, the Giants, and there we go. Our reverse lights work. Our backup lights work. Turn signals need a little work. Not a problem. I can move those around. But we are good. I'm real happy with it. I can actually move those. That's not a biggie. And just move them back a little bit. But yeah, this is awesome. Good. Good deal. Alright, guys. We just got done converting. A little bit harder than wait last night. So, you know, kind of went from the shallow end to jump into the deep end here. Again, if you guys are interested in doing a class, it'll be on YouTube. If you want to do the class mod, it's this. You can follow along. And if you're interested in just downloading the mod, it's all finished up. And the lights are fixed in that one as well, so don't worry about that. I don't want to take up any more time in your guys' time. I'm going to get over to Dajnet right away. So any questions, if you guys are still awake out there, and I hope so, because Dajnet got some good stuff for us. I'm looking forward to see what it is. Any questions, suggestions, let me know. And I'll be getting off here, and hopefully not. I didn't cut too much up. I cut in a half hour at Dajnet's time, but we'll be good to go. So, like I said, we got them error free, which is the big thing. That's key. As far as the lights, just move them around a little bit as you need. No problem. Anytime, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad I got a response out there, so I didn't put you to sleep too much. my voice can do that. That's my son. I try, man. I hope, like I said, this was a little bit tougher. It's not. Let me take it back. This was not a little bit tougher than the weight. This is a lot tougher, guys. As far as I'm concerned. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, if you have any questions, post them here on the forums. Head over to PV forums, post them there. Be on YouTube. I'll put this up shortly. Feel free to ask away. I'll answer the best. Again, I don't do mods from the beginning. I really wish I did do out of modeling, but I enjoy playing the game. And I just try to take what Giants gives me or what previous guys have given me, and if I can convert it and they get full credit for it 100%, I try to reach out to them, get a response. If I don't get a response, I put it out and just say, hey, look, if you don't want me to have this out there, I'll take it down immediately. So, Bat, I'll put it up. No problem, man. I'll put it up on YouTube for you. But I appreciate you guys still hanging in there. 50 viewers are watching me do a mod and trip a little bit, but it's all good. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy you guys playing with them. I enjoy seeing them streaming. I really do enjoy it. So I appreciate it. So guys, if there's no questions or any comments or anything, I appreciate your feedback. Everything you guys said. I'm going to be sending over Dajin here. As a matter of fact, I'll be hosting him. So just give me 5. I hope so. Not either, Don. Well, if it does disappear, Don, I hope it counts for another one for me, because I'm shooting for 500 followers here. And when we get to 500 followers, I'm going to do a nice little giveaway. If we get it there, maybe for some reason I think maybe a nice farm sim giveaway of a Steam version or Giants particularly. So get to 500, we'll get there. So
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
X Gitter K XX12, thank you for the follow. I apologize. Get wrecked. I'm sorry. All right. Give Dajet 5-10 minutes to set up, guys, and he'll be good to go with this show tonight. Check out PV17. Head on over Dajanet on Twitch. I'm sure most of you guys already follow him, and as well as he hosted me. So thanks for a great night, guys. I hope you appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys coming. So I will catch you all later. Have a great night.